Alright, I've been fishing all day, ain't caught a thing, ain't had a bite. I gave up where I was at and I come down here to this little ditch where there's hardly ever anything in here other than a little tiny brim. And anyway, I put my Helgamite on and I started casting off this bridge here. The other day, this ditch was plumb full of water. And now it's down low, and I've done caught 2 brim on my Helgamite, so I'm going to start filming and see if I catch anything. This ditch right here, the other day, was completely full of water. I mean, plumb, it was actually out. This road here got underwater down the road down there. It was plumb underwater because of this thing. So it really gets up when it rains. But anyway, I've been catching a few little brim out of here, so we're going to film and see what happens. Oh, that was a good one right there. That was a good one, but he got off. He messed up my Helgamite too, look at that. Alright, so these Helgamites, they're really good baits. They'll catch anything that you want to catch just about. Put it on there and run it down the middle of it and run it right out the side like that right there and just throw it right there and do its thing. I put a floater on here just simply for weight. It's working real good. Okay, so now I got a hook, eagle claw on there, about a number 6, I believe it is, about half the size of the one I had. We're going to see what happens here. Right off the bat, got me one. Smaller hook gets this fish, gets the smaller fish. And there we go. Whoa, hold on there. A little green sunfish, looks like. Or is that what is that? Is that a red breast? Chunky little thing though, whatever he is. He got him a free meal though, didn't he? Yeah. That's a long ear. That's what that is, that's a long ear. Alright, going back in there. Give me another worm. You just have to figure out what the problem is. Sometimes it's a simple thing as the hook's too big for the little mouth of the fish. Not that they can't eat the other hook, it's just not as easy. And they don't get caught as easy. So there we put just a little bit of worm on there. You don't have to have a whole lot of worm, just a little bit. Just enough to get their attention and get them to grab it. Sometimes smaller is better, because they'll grab that big one, they grab part of it and they'll tug it, and then the whole thing will slide off there. This little one, they might just swallow a whole, and that way you got them. I'll toss it on out there a little further. There it goes, already. Got another one. Got another one right off the bat. That's the way we like fishing now. Thank you, Lord, for letting me have a little fun this evening. Beginning to think I wasn't going to have no fun today. And that is another little long ear. Looks to me like, no, that's a different fish. That's a green sunfish. Yeah, the other one was a little bit colored up different. Alright, let's get another little piece of worm. We may be here a while. Alright, so we're going to get 3 fish, hopefully, out of 1 worm. Didn't know there was fish in worms, did you? They call them fish and worms. Alright, enough for the stupid jokes. Here you go. Tipped up just a little bit here. Let's catch us another one out there. Right on out there. Right there. Woo. I missed that one. Got this one though. Got that one. right there. That's some pretty little fish. And he didn't get that worm, so that means we're gonna get 4 out of this worm maybe, huh? Come on, let go of it. There you go. Yeah, it's not too bad. They're a little bigger than they usually are coming out here. Usually they're so tiny. That's just a little bit of fun. Just a little bit of fun. Another one. Oh, he got off. He got off. I waited too long. I didn't have my bail flipped, and I was trying to loosen off my drag a little bit where they can have some fun with it. Make it a little bit more fun catching them that way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Whoop. He almost got all that worm, but he didn't get it all. So come on, let's get my 4th fish on that one worm. Come on. Got to. There we go. Now let's let drag. I let it off there and we got a bigger one. Oop. I let it off the wrong direction. There we go. Now we got him. Come on up here. That's a good size one there. It's almost edible size. Yeah. That's a little bluegill. A little female bluegill, I think. I ain't sure what these are, to be honest with you. All I know is they fish. They're fish. There's some blue on that gill right there. A little bit of blue on it. I think it might have been a little female bluegill. It was a good size one. No, I didn't even look to see if there's any worm on that hook. I bet there wasn't no worm left on it. Yeah, a little bit. That's enough to catch 5. Let's see if we can get 5 off that one worm. Come on. All right, we need 5 off one worm. There we go. Whoa, it got off. All right, so we got 4 2/2 off of that worm, so that counts as 5, don't it? You know, like I've said many times, it don't matter how big the fish is. It's fun to catch a humongous one for sure, but it's just as fun to catch little ones. Just as fun if that's what you like doing is fishing. If you like fishing for the fun of it, that's fun. Don't care who you are, that's fun right there. There's another one. That makes 5 fish. 6, 7, I don't even know how many we've caught now. That makes 5 since I put the camera on. I think, or 6. See, it's another one of them like that there. That's another long ear. As long as you see that long ear right there, I think that's a long ear. Right back in there. That's a long drop. Y'all have fun dropping that for. You could go to Acapulco and be them cliff divers. Yeah, you could. Come cliff divers. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Back out there. I don't think they like the current too much. They like to get over here away from that current. See there? There we go. Another one. This is getting to be fun. You got to eat too, didn't you? Yeah, you got to eat, didn't you? Though you slung it off. It goes back in the water and get me another piece of worm. So that's 2 with that worm. So far. Now we got 5 or 4 on that other, just a piece of worm, didn't we? I think. I don't know. I lost track. Don't matter anyway. I don't even know how many I've caught. But I know one thing, it sure is getting to be some fun. Oh. Boy, he grabbed that hard. He grabbed it like a big dog right there, buddy. You think you just tough, don't you? Oh, you pretty too. Look how pretty them babies are. Look at that thing. That thing is pretty. Look how pretty that fish is. Give me my hook. Yeah, it's a long ear. Cause I just folded his ear back trying to get that hook off there. Oh yeah, look how long that ear is right there. Look at that. See that? Maybe I'm too low down. There we go. That. Sure, pretty little feller. Bye-bye. I guess he was ready to go back, wasn't he? I forgot to flip my bail. See, even us professionals make mistakes sometimes. Professional, I wish. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's a good one. He is a good one. Yes, he is. That's a nice looking little fish right there. Now, be still, be still. Oh, goodness gracious, what's the matter with you? That's a little green sunfish. Little green sunfish right there. No, maybe a bluegill. The colors of them are not what I'm used to seeing because I'm usually fishing in super clear water. Which this ain't too awful muddy, but it's not just super clear. It's murky and stuff, and their color changes. But anyway, that was a good little fish. Put another worm on here. Don't matter how it goes on there, they're gonna take it off anyway. All right, here we go. Would surprise me if there was a big bass in here. That would be some fun on that little bitty light stuff. Oh, got another one. Nice one too. They're not too bad. They're not too shabby, but they're slinging that worm off. Y'all need to quit slinging the worms off. You're just trying to make it where I run out of bait now. Now it's a little bluegill. Look at that blue on that gill right there. Yeah. That's a little bluegill, a little female. Get on in there. Go make some babies or something. Make more. What it is, when you throw them back like that, I think they go out there and they say, hey, y'all, he's just catching us and letting us go. He's just having fun. We can let him have some fun. And they start coming up here and just grabbing that bait. Just let me have some fun. Saying, here we go. And I get a free meal because I slung the worm off to my buddies. And they'll do it for me the next time. That's what it is. So it's always good to do catch and release. That way they keep telling their buddies that that's what you're doing, and they'll let you catch some fish. I think that might be it. That might be it. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he told him don't dare to let him catch. No, there we go. Little nibbles. What's the deal with this? All right, that's just a little feller. He fell off. All right, he couldn't even hang on to it. Go tell somebody else and go get it for you and let you have it because you couldn't hold on to it. You couldn't get your meal. See, this little feller held on to it. That's a pretty little thing right there. That's a little green sunfish, looks like, I think. I don't know. I won't go try and call them what they are. They're fish. That's what they are. They're fish and they're fun. Even that little bitty one was fun to catch. It looks like it's going to rain on me before I get down. Oh, there we go with another one. A little better, not much, a little bit. That's another long ear. Look at them ears. He got some long ears on him. You old long-eared hound dog, you. Oh, right back in there. Put that worm back on there. It makes, what, 3 with that one piece of little chunk of worm? Something like that. That's all right. That's good. Oh, got another one. There's another one. Oh, this is some fun right here. Bunch of fish in this little ditch today. You know, I fished this thing so many times and not get nothing. Might get 1 or 2 little bitty ones out of it, but boy, today day, they're really getting with it, and you about got that in your eye, buddy. There you go. I got it. Don't save that eyeball for you. You're fine. You're fine. There he goes. There he goes. And still got worm. It's way up past the swivel, but I got worm on there. I done lost count on how many I caught. Get out of the current, because they like it right beside that current. They don't like the current too big. But there we go. Right there. Bluegill. Said I was going to trying to name them, but that's bluegill right there. Stop now. You're going to stick the hook in my finger. Behave. Boy, they're stout. They're fat, too. I don't know what all they're eating out of here, but they sure are some chunky little fellas. When they starts to get close to dark, you have to get out of here, because there's some stuff here that will eat you. It'll eat you alive. They suck your blood out. They sure do. I mean, they'll get you quicker, and you know what happened too. Monsters out here in this farmland called mosquitoes. Whoa! Man, he hit that hard. I mean, goodness gracious, I thought that was a bass or something, the way he hit that thing. Look at that, it's a good sized little bluegill right there. Man, but look at his back. He's been hit by something. He has been hurt by something, but he's still alive and kicking and eating. Yes, he is. Sure is. I wonder what happened there. Let me have that hook. Give me that hook back. Give it here. I wonder what happened to that right there. Look at that. It's a scar. He's all right though. It's healed up. Healing up. Something sure got him. Got another one. Farm ditch bluegills. Farm ditch brimming it. Brimming it. Farm ditch style. How about that? That'd be a good title for this one. Brimming it. Farm ditch style. Farmer going by. See, they're respectful over here. They'll drive by you slow. Over on that highway, people will come by there and they just about knocked me off the bridge. That one got close to hitting me a while ago. Never even slowed down. Didn't move over an inch. Oh yeah. Little bitty one. Little bitty one, but he's a fish. He is a fish. There we go. How many does that make? 15? 20? Who knows? It's a bunch, I know that much. Been nice if all of them been 5 and 10 pound bass hitting that quick, wouldn't it? They wouldn't hit that quick though, because that'd be showing them off on the camera too long. Well, they're all over in here, but there seem to be more. See, like that didn't hit as soon as it hit water. You watch now, I'm gonna try to get it over there by that, right there by that current, and they'll hit it just bam. All right there by the current, watch it, right there, immediately. Right there on it. They're sitting there by that current waiting for stuff to come through that current to get something to eat. You drop it right there on them, they just think it's something coming through the current. They don't think about it. Hey, that might be a hook in that worm. They don't think about it. Don't think about it at all. They think about there's something to eat. Yeah. Alright, let's go on out there. Right there by the current. Right there. As soon as it drifted out of that current. where I couldn't see it. Threw it in the current and watch it drifting out of the current right there. And here it goes right there. As soon as it come out of that current. As soon as it got on the edge of that current, he had it. That's all they're waiting for, is just something to come out of that current. Little long ear. And I'm thinking, all of them with the blue lines and stuff in them right there, and the little orange belly is the long ear. That's the long ears. And if they got blue on that gill, they're a blue gill. Alright, I'm just going to throw it out there like it is. There we go. Still got a little bit of worm left. Down on that hook, but that don't mean he won't get hooked on that hook. Yeah, let's fix it right. He got it. Anyway, he got that off of there pretty easy. Alright, so now then, let's put the rest of that worm on. See how many more we can catch. I may run out of space on this phone for filming. I don't even get a chance to even cut it off and turn it back on before I got another one. This will be a good video for y'all today. I hope you enjoy this one, because I'm enjoying it. These little farm ditches are full of fish if you can catch them on the right day and the right time and when they're hungry. Oh, that's a good one. That was a good one. Or he's tough anyway, whether he's very big or not. But he sure was a stout little booger. Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. Chunky, that's why they're so tough. One thing, they swim in this current is pretty stout for a little stream. It really is. And the other day, like I said, this ditch the other day was plumb full, plumb out in these fields. It was running over the banks. It was right up to the road right here, yeah, under this bridge. It was up touching the bridges. That's how deep it was. It's hard to believe. That's probably 15 foot deep or better. Alright, there's just a little bit of worm on there. Maybe he'll get me another fish or two. Alright, come out of that current. There we go, right there. Ah, I got another one. Didn't get that worm either. Didn't get it. Right back out there, little fella. Man, he grabbed it before I could get my bail flipped back over. I have to get quicker, ain't I? Man, they're quick. Ready for him this time. Hey, I got him. When that hook hooks up there next to that eye like that, it's kind of hard to get it out of there. So you ain't gonna lose them when they do that, that's for sure. There you go, little fella. You're fine and dandy. I'd rather them do that is to swallow it though, because they swallow it and that's bad. I don't like killing them. I like to put them back and let them live and get bigger and give somebody else some fun. They got a life too, you know, and they ain't really big enough to eat anyway. I like to keep a mess of them in the freezer that is big enough to eat. Come on, little fella. That's a good size one. That's a nice one. Are you dizzy now? You spinning around like you're on a carnival ride. That's a little green, little bluegill, little female bluegill. I ain't seen no male bluegills yet. Where's all your boyfriends at? I didn't see some of them. See a pretty little male. They're pretty. You females, you're pretty too, but not pretty as the males. I don't know why it is. In all animal species, the male is the prettiest one. And when it comes to us humans, us men were just kind of left out, and all the women got all the looks, and that just don't make sense to me. I mean, I always thought I was pretty until I started noticing girls. Well, I'm still pretty though. I'm still a good-looking man, especially with worm dirt all over me. That's a man right there, buddy. All right. Get you a girl that's got worm dirt on her, and then you got something. Pretty girl with worm dirt, you can't beat that. That's every man's dream right there. All right, get over by that current where you can catch you a fish. Get over by the current, you know where they at. So cast in the right spot. There we go. Right there. Woo! Look at that. Look how mean they are. That's a good size one. That is a good size one. He come plumb out of the water like a crazy man. And that's a little male bluegill. That's a little male bluegill. I told her to tell you to come out here and look at me. See the orange on his belly there? They just ain't real bright colored like they would be if that water was super clear. Look at that. That's a pretty little fella right there. That's a pretty one right there. All right, go tell your grandpa. Have him come whoop me. Tell him grab that hook, come up here and whoop me good. I told that girl one while ago to go tell her buddies, her boyfriend, to come after me. I told him to tell his grandpa. I wonder if his grandpa gonna come get me. Look at that crazy thing. Look how they going crazy down there. They are just crazy. And that's a good one. That's a good one. Some of these are edible. The last couple, that's a bluegill too. All right there. That might be grandpa or that's uncle. That's uncle. I'll go get the grandpa. I want the grandpa. You hear me? Go tell him to come here and whoop my butt. You think he can? Tell him, come on, bring it on. I said, bring it on, Cletus. There you go. Let's see what we did. A little bitty one. Little bitty one. Little green sunfish, what that is. That ain't no long hair. Little green sunfish right there. Got this other box of worms that's been in there on the ice. And they should be just fine. Oh yeah. Good looking worms there. There we go. You want to set them back in there with that ice and keep them cool. I learned to do that because they go bad on you real quick because they keep them refrigerated in the stores to make them last longer. And then when you get out here in that hot sun, man, they'll die and go stinking real quick. So we'll put them in that little cooler with some ice packs and they do real good. Man, I couldn't even hardly get that in a pile of water before I was grabbing it. Just trying to get it back out there where I wanted it and one had hold of it. They are quick. All right, let's get it back out there. Throw it way on down there and see what happens. Whoop. You just wait a second and they'll have it. That's a long ear. Now that is what you call your classic looking long ear right there. Stop now. Look at those ears. Oh, well, don't look at him. He's back in there. He wasn't even going to wait for you to look at his ears. Don't look at my ears, no. He didn't want his ears looked at. He said, leave my ears alone. Those ears. Well, he's shy about his ears, wasn't he? I'm getting back in the water. You ain't looking at my ears. No way. Put my ears on camera. What's the matter, you crazy man? He sure didn't want his ears on that camera. He was gone, buddy. I'm out of here. I am out of here. That's what he was saying. Nobody looks at my ears. Not on YouTube. Oh, he threw it off. But nothing's gonna get it though. You watch. Right there. Get it. There you go. Got a little orange belly on him. Come here. Stop. That's a little long here. Look at that. Look at that belly on him. Wow. Belly and them ears. Those ears. Now see, I'm putting your ears on YouTube. There you go. Looks like a load of hay coming up the road. I caught what, 20, 25 fish? A load of hay coming up the road. That's what it was. That's a little green sunfish right there. Well, you got that hook in you, I know that much. Been down here 38 minutes on this video. 38 minutes, and I've caught about 25 fish or more. Whenever I go back and play it back, I can count and see how many it actually was. And I caught 2 right off the bat before I went and got my camera. And I don't know how many I caught off that first worm, and then 5, I think 4 or 5 off that part of a worm. Another one. There is another one right there. That's a long ear. That's a long ear. I've done figured out what they are now. Give me the hook back. Give me my hook. Stop now. Oh, now you got all dirty. Getting all dirty. Behave. Get out in the water and take a bath. Burn dirt all over my shorts. I've learned to wear a black pair today instead of my white one. I had some khakis on the other day, and I went home with black stripes all over them from them worms. There we go. Got 3 hits on that worm before I got the fish that time. I'm getting tired, I guess. That's a little green sunfish. It's a green sunfish. See, the ears are shorter, belly's silver looking, and then the back's green, kind of like a bass color. And that's the green sunfish. Another thing too on the bluegill, I've been calling them others bluegill. I need to look at the next one I get. I think it's one right up here next to their fin on their back. Up here they got a black spot, so should have. All right, here we go. Worm back on. Back out there again. Whoa! He took that under and was gone with it before I could even get ready to pull him in. And I didn't get him. So I'll get this. Whoops, I didn't get that one either. Let's get one right here. There we go. Whoop. What's going on now? They getting smart or something, ain't they? All right, we fixed to get them this time. Back out there and get that one I missed. Well, they're getting stubborn now. Come on. Did you get my worm? Well, you sure did. Uh-oh. Now they learn how to steal them worms. I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna get it now. Y'all gonna take my fun away, and I'm gonna have to get you. Ain't no fun when y'all don't play right. Did Mom and Daddy ever tell y'all how to play right? It ain't fun if somebody's cheating, stealing the worm and not getting caught. It's cheating. I'm supposed to win every time. It's a win-win situation. You get to go free and I get to catch a fish. Now, that's a fair deal. So y'all quit cheating. There you go. Now that's fair play right there. That's fair play. It'll be long here. That's a no, it's not either. It's a little sunfish. Stop, stop, stop. Now. Gotta give me a chance to let you go. Back in there. Go tell your mama on me. He caught me. He caught me, stuck a hook in my face. Come here. Stop. Yeah, and see, that's a little bluegill. See the spot right here on the back of its dorsal fin right there? Look at that. See that spot? That's a little bluegill. That is a bluegill. And it's chunky. I mean, it's fat. It's a fat little booger. Not quite big as my hand. There you go. Woo! I guess I'm gonna catch them all the rest of the day till it gets dark, huh? And like I said, gotta get out of here because them monsters that suck your blood out will be out here. And now you'll hear them coming. Ooh, I got another one. Come on there. You ain't a very big fighter. You're fighting good for your size, but you ain't very big. You're not too bad. You're not too bad. That's a little bluegill. There you go. Back in there. See you later. Oh, goodness gracious. Man, he ate that whole stinking big old worm I put on there. A little tick turd. A little tick turd ate it up. I bet you slung it off. I bet somebody else ate it. Oh, you got that hook in you too, didn't you? Got it in you there. There we go. That's a little sunfish. That's a pretty green sunfish right there. That's a green sunfish. Pretty good size one. Not bad. He jumped right up in my lap. Come here. Get in there and take you a bath. You got all dirty. go. Alright, so we got the worm. We got the worm. Alright. That was like a team effort. One of them got it started, one come and grabbed it. So now they're teaming up on me. And I'm all by myself except for all you people that's going to be watching. Then it's going to be too late for y'all to help me. So I'm all alone against the whole herd of them. The whole team. I can take on the whole team and catch their quarterback right now. Well, maybe I ain't. He might have done got the worm. Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, they got a good quarterback on that team now. I was fishing with grasshoppers or something. We might think we was playing cricket. Joe's going after another load of hay. I don't miss them hay days too much since I got rid of our horses and we got rid of the horses and I don't have to worry about hauling hay no more and worrying about whether if I'm going to get it wet before I get it home or what. So boy, they're getting tough now. What's going on with y'all? Y'all quit cheating. I'm gonna tell your mama when you're cheating. Cheating. Y'all cheating. Yeah, I knew you thought you guys gonna tell mama. You decided to get caught, didn't you? Oh, stick them fins up there. Look at that. Stick them fins up there. You think you're gonna get me? You little rascal, you. That right there is a long ear. That's a long ear right there. Get your long ear back in there. That's a little bitty fella. Little bitty fella right there. See, they ain't out there in that middle. See? Did you watch when I tossed right over there by that current, though? Get over there by that current. Yeah, see, you loading that hay up down there. See, I'm loading that hay way down yonder. All right, we're back out there by the current. Here we go. And I missed him. We got the worm. Man, they're getting my worms now. All right, gonna play crazy. They gonna play crazy on me. So we're gonna try to, they're getting smart now or else I'm getting stupid. One of the two, or could be both. It's getting later in the day too. They may quit biting here in a minute. I don't know though, they seem to be awful hungry. Oh man, he got the worm. Boy, they're getting them worms quick now. What's the matter with them? What's up with that? Now y'all gonna have to quit spoiling my fun now. I'm having fun. Y'all gonna start spoiling it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull out the big dogs here in a minute. I'll go get me some little plastic stuff and see if y'all hit it. You ain't gonna eat it. Might think they're going to, but you ain't. That might be the last worm right there. This might be the last worm I got right there. And they got that worm that quick. Man, what's going on here? What's going on? They wasn't getting my worms at all. Now they get them every time. Something ain't right. Oh, there's still a couple more in there. There's still some more in there. All right, now I've had it. I'm tired of playing with y'all. We're gonna get y'all. We're gonna get you. Whoops. Got worm dirt all over me. Got my line around the end of my pole. They got it again. They're getting that worm every time now. Well, he got off. This one didn't. Well, he did get off. What is going on? Something wrong with my hook? No, hook is just fine. That's two that got off. Right in a row. On the same cast. There we go. Now we're getting back in the swing of things. We still got the worm. Still got the worm. You still got the worm. Little green sunfish, and you just got my worm. There you go. Have a good one. Thank you, buddy. And also, I want to thank the Lord for letting me be in the health at my age. I'm 59 years old. And he let me have the health to be able to come out here and still do this. To come out and enjoy the nature that he's created and have fun with them and talk to them like they're friends, because they are. They're everything he created he created me as well. And so all that creatures and everything, we're like brothers. We all have the same Father. And he allows me to have fun like this. And if I was hungry, if our family was really hungry and didn't have money, he would allow me to catch them for food. But since we have money to eat, I don't keep it maybe one mess a year, maybe two, have a good fish fry and be done with it. You know, there's another one right there. Right there. But we should give God thanks in everything we do. Everything, because he is the one that allows everything. He provided everything, provides everything for us, and he loves those who love him and serve him. All right, that's another little green sunfish. Yeah, get that down. Get that down. You're not gonna hurt me. There you go. He was ready to fight. Another one. many does that make? 40? And that right there is a long ear. Oh, they're pretty. They are pretty. They're about as pretty as a bluegill. Actually, these in here are a little prettier than the bluegills that are in here. Bluegills are not that colorful, but these little long ears are. Come on, give me that hook back. Alright, see that ear, how long it is there? Very pretty. Very pretty. And they got this more of a higher forehead, too, than the others. A little bit of worm on there. Let's just see if we can catch something with it. Let's try and see. Well, he got it, I guess. Just one little peck and it was gone. I'll catch me one or two more and then. There we go. 3 hits on that one worm. I finally got one of them. Every time I wanted to let go and it'd hit the water, another and grab it. I got a little rooster tail on my light rig, or I'd be using it over here and see what would be fun on that light rig for sure. Fix that worm right quick. Well, they sure can tear a worm up, I know that much. You wouldn't think a little thing would have that stout of jaws to just chew stuff up. They don't even have teeth. They got jaws, that's for sure. I'm gonna let him run a little bit. Oh, he's a good one. He's heavy. Bend him pole a little bit. That's bluegill. That is definitely a bluegill. Still not a real pretty color though. They're still not real pretty. Not too bad. He's not too bad though. Bye-bye. Boom. Those little bitty ones are the one that wants to get your worm off without getting caught, because they don't, that hook don't get in them as easy. Look at him, boy, he's a feisty little booger. Look at that. Got them fins there in the air. You ain't gonna do nothing. You little green sunfish is what you is, and you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't big enough to hurt nothing. Bye-bye, see you later. Thank you, buddy. It's starting to rain. Starting to rain. Oh, yeah. Oop. Oh, that's a little one. That is a little one. And that's a little long ear right there, looks like. Maybe. Yeah, I think that is. He's got the yellow belly and a green, little green stripies on him. Blue-green color, pretty. Now you got dirt all over you. Come here. Now, quick, you're gonna get hurt. Gotta go take a bath. He done got dirty. Alright, I don't think it's gonna rain hard. Just sprinkling. Clouds ain't very thick, so we're just gonna stay right here and catch another brim or two. Usually they keep biting. And they are. Whoop. You got the worm. Whoa. Well, I just barely had him hooked. Green sunfish. They just keep jumping off there on the ground. Now get up. Behave. Get onto my feet and get stepped on. Go to the water. Bye-bye. And I throw it in. I just cast it, fall straight off the bridge to pick it up, got a fish on it. Oh, man. They just biting like crazy today. I wasn't getting a bite at all down there at my other fishing spot. I don't know what's happened down there. There's nothing biting. I used worms like this. I used the rubber worms. I used my helgamite. I've used everything down there lately, and they ain't done nothing. I ain't even got so much as a hit down there. And usually I don't catch none here, and they're biting good. Well, they got that worm, didn't they? Yep, they did. So here goes the last worm. I'm gonna put the whole thing on there, because this is getting old. Oh, we done been an hour and 12 minutes. Man. Catching one fish after another. I may have to break this down into 2 videos, part 1 and part 2, or I'll edit it down. Well, ain't much to edit though, because they're biting as soon as it hits the water. So anyway, I ain't been able to make a video here lately because ain't been nothing biting. Now I'm gonna have one so long nobody want to watch it. I'll just have to split it up. Like to catch a little bass or something. That would be fun. But I don't know if there's any even in here or not. There you go. Bye-bye. Now where this little ditch runs out down there on downstream here, it goes down to the highway down there, and it run out into the fields down there, and in the road ditch down there. And I was fishing it the other day down there, and a bass jumped plumb out of the water trying to catch a dragonfly that was flying over. It jumped plumb out of the water and landed on the bank. I mean, now that was just plumb crazy. Good sized little fish. Right there. Alright, let go of it. There you go. That's a little green sunfish. Bye-bye. Still ain't got the grandpa yet. He's smarter than the rest of them. Even if they go in and told, he ain't gonna come and get me. He ain't gonna come and get me because he's smarter than that. I mean, you can put it anywhere along beside that current and they'll grab it. I mean, right here at the bridge, out there far out, whatever, they're gonna grab it. Alright, come on, let go of it. There you go. Get that worm back down on that hook. Get it back down here. Pretty good. This last worm has given me 3 fish so far, looks like. So let's see. I'm gonna throw way on down there if I can. Over here next to that current. Right there off the current. Right there's the spot. Right there it is. Gonna get it. Got him. Oh, he let go. He let go. Alright, we got some more worm on there, but not much. There ain't much worm left. So we're good for 1 or 2 more fish maybe, unless they just take the worm right off of it. So here we go. Shaking, you're gonna sling the worm off now, and I won't have no worm. I'll quit. Now behave yourself. That's a little green sunfish. And I watched him grab that one there. I had it up out of the floater, up out of the water, had it hanging right off the bridge. Watched him just dart up there and grab it and take off with it. Alright, this is the last of the worm right here. Last little bit of worm. And I think he just got it. Yep, he got it. Alright, since they're so active, I'm going to throw this little rooster tail out there and see what it does. Didn't look like it done anything. Alright, let's try that again. I got one hit on it. Won't hurt to try. There, there you go. face full of hooks, didn't you? That wasn't what you was expecting. Was it, little fella? Now then, I have some fun with this now. I can't just can't go, can I? One more. Let's do one more. Oh my word, they just tearing it up. That's the little bluegill, oh chunky little fat thing. You got all 3 hooks hooked in you, piggy. You're not so bad I can't get them out of you. All right, let's do it again. All right, whenever I miss 5 casts in a row without getting one or a hit, then we'll go home. How about that? Oh, he tried to hit it and he missed it. All right, he missed it. Not getting in there out beside the current. I'm coming down through the current. That's what's messing me up. Now then, right down beside it. That's 2 casts. Well, I'll take it back. That's 1. That first one, he tried to hit it and missed it. That counts. That's 2 casts, no hits. 2 casts, no hits. Alright, he hit it, so that counts. He didn't get caught though, but he will. They will. Look like I got some moss on it here. Let's get that moss off. That's cheap. No, ain't no moss on it. Third time's a charm. Look along here. Get up out of the dirt. Oh, y'all like flopping in that dirt. You don't get a chance to much, do you? Being in that water all the time, it ain't no fun not being able to get dirty. Once in a while, when I was a kid, I always wanted to get in the dirt. Don't know why, but I did. There's one with no hits. Two with no hits. Got a leaf on it. Does that count? No, don't count. Got a hit. Didn't catch it though. Alright, so we'll go back to one. I may have to edit this way down. There's one. Two. He got hit, but didn't pick it up, did he? Yeah, he did too. I got him. I thought he got off. You ain't even big enough to even eat that thing. What are you trying to do, boy? What are you trying to do, you little feller? You couldn't even eat that if you wanted to. Whoa, there you go. I thought you were gonna hit the rocks, but you didn't. You got lucky. It hurt to hit them rocks. Man, they just ain't gonna quit. I'm just gonna have to give up and let them win. I ain't gonna wear them out, they're gonna wear me out. All right, there's one. There's two. Two casts. Third time's a charm, right? There's three. There's four. All right, if they don't hit it this time, we're going home. If they don't hit it this time, we're going home. We'll stop at the store and get me something to drink. All right, that's five. One more cast. One more for the road, y'all. Come on. One more for the road. I one hit it, so. All right, one more time. One more storm. That's it. All right, let's go home. What a day. All right, so there it was. That was my day of fishing today. I caught 2 fish on the Helgamite before I started videoing, and then I used it to was going to show it off, and I got 1 hit on about 4 or 5 casts, so I quit with it and went with worm and floater. Just a night crawler and floater. And then after I ran out of worms finally, I went to a rooster tail, kind of a purple magenta colored rooster tail, and I ended up total catching, if I counted correctly, 55 brim in probably an hour and 15 minutes or so. Maybe might have been an hour and 20 minutes before editing, or maybe an hour and a half before editing. But after editing, the video was like a hour and 14 minutes of fishing, and I caught 55 brim, and it was a great day. It really was. And I was about to get frustrated with fishing because I hadn't caught nothing in about a week. And I've had a great day today. Thank Jesus for that, because he watches out for us and he takes care of us, and we have to give him all the praise for everything. So y'all have a good time out there fishing, and I hope you have a great time, and try the Helgamite, because it is a great lure. It really works great, and that little rooster tail worked real good too. All right, so y'all have a good evening, and thank you for watching my videos. Be sure and hit the subscribe button too at the bottom of the page there, and the bell. Hit the bell, and the bell will give you notifications as to when we post new videos, and maybe fishing videos on here. And also too, I do some singing and such like, because I write songs, and I do a lot of gospel stuff on here, and I have a gospel page called Cross Your Heart Ministries, or CYH. Y'all can check it out too, and subscribe to it if you want to hear, you know, some good Bible teaching, because that's all I do on that page is Bible teaching stuff. And listen, here I do just random stuff. I'm just doing me, what I do for fun, and so hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll keep in touch with us. All right, thank you a lot thank you for all y'all do for us.